a brat.
Oh.
Yo, this is Nick D.
I'm Brie K, and this is Kasari.
You already know what it is, man. It's William Cater.
Yo, this is DJ Lost and Found from the Missing Link podcast.
Hey, what up? It's Miss Hero from Pew Army.
This is Stephen the Levite.
Yo, what's good, Josh? Your boy YP, a.k.a. Young Paul. You know what I mean? Representing the East Coast, New York, Jersey, stand up.
And you're tuned into the That's Not
Christian Podcast. Woo!
What is up, everybody? We don't know what episode number it is, but welcome to another week of TNC. Yay! I am your host, Brie K. I'm here with my lovely twin Kasari, and we are also here with Jay Acosta. The others are backsliding, so go ahead and pray for them. They're out in the streets. We don't know where they're at, but pray that they come home soon. I don't know what that sound effect was, or was that like a truck just driving by your window or something?
No,
Was that an effect, or was that? Oh, it was. Oh, okay.
I think it was
My
just
bad.
like
My bad.
delayed or something.
I think that was supposed to be an air horn, but it was pretty sad.
Whoa,
But-
and that it sounded perfect on my end.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh,
It's a
well,
little, it's a little delayed and cut off on my end.
all we heard was "Duh," like that's it.
It was like,
We'll see on the replay. So, but if you heard it, hit the thumbs up and leave a comment if you heard it or not. You know, so that way we
Yeah.
know what we do.
So the people are wondering where we've been at because we don't give no announcements or nothing.
I
We
know,
just
it's
don't be
crazy.
showing up.
It's the TNC.
So-
well, you were in Florida.
I
for a little
was
bit.
gone.
Tell
I
us about
was-
your trip. Real
My
quick.
trip was
Recap.
great. My trip was great. We did have Hurricane Helene, but it didn't hit. I was in Jacksonville, and Jacksonville doesn't get hit with hurricanes. I actually was informed that they come from the Gulf. I didn't know like anything about hurricanes really, other than like the water's got to be hot. But they come from the Gulf. They don't come from the Atlantic. So Jacksonville usually only gets like the outside of it. They don't really get hit with it. So people actually flee to Jacksonville a lot of the time when there's like hurricanes and stuff. But it didn't hit very hard in Jacksonville, which is thank God. I just drooled on myself. Sorry, guys. But
I didn't see nothing.
but my prayers do go out to the people who were affected. A lot of those videos have been like extremely sad. The ones in North Carolina. I was hoping that JSLA would be here so I could ask him about his theories about how hurricanes are supposed to lose power when they go on land, but somehow this one picked up power. I really want to know JSLA's theories because it went all the way to North Carolina, which is actually kind of crazy. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. My trip was good. I got to see my family. I hadn't seen my family in 3 years. So it was fun. I was kind of sad when we had to leave, but you know, my dad moved across the country and started a family here, and that's what legends do. Okay, come to California and start your family here. So anyway, yeah.
But he
so
left.
soon. No, my dad is still here in California. He never left.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I thought you made it seem like he moved to Jacksonville.
No, it's our family, like his mom, his sister, my cousins.
got
You
it,
know,
got it.
my aunt.
Did
His
they-
side of his side of the family is still there.
Oh, so did they ever live in Cali or no?
No, he
Oh,
grew up
got
in
it, got it.
Jacksonville. He joined the military, came out here, met my mother. Orange County
Oh,
was great. He
wow.
never left.
Nice.
So
What branch
yeah.
did he serve?
the Marines.
Oh, Marines. All right. Semper Fi. If he watches.
Right.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Nice,
He's not
nice.
gonna watch this. but yeah, we were telling him thank
Alright.
you for your service, and he was like, "Shut up."
I mean, Veterans Day is coming up, so
Right,
Oh,
and the
yeah.
Marines' birthday comes up like around the same time. So
yeah. Did he serve on any what's that called?
like major tours or wars or anything.
Yeah, tours. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
there was no wars or anything, but I know that like he went to he was stationed in like Japan, in Alaska, Spain, like stuff like that.
Okay.
But no, he didn't serve in any major wars. I don't think there was like
Alright,
none
alright.
going on at the time. I don't think.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So yeah, so that's that.
Dope.
But where was everybody else?
I don't know. Where were you, Kasari?
Not here.
Apparently, I didn't know Ant was also in Florida at the same time that I had no idea. My twin had told me. I didn't know that.
Yeah. He was there for his daughter's birthday. They went to Orlando.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
We did go down to Orlando for one day and then came back to Jacksonville. But yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there you go. So everybody was traveling. That's why we didn't make it to the pod.
Okay.
Where were
Nobody's
you?
like me. Nobody's like me that pods when they're away.
No, what's crazy is whenever the twins are away,
Nobody pods. That's facts. Everybody's like, okay, we're gonna go ahead and take the night off.
Like, why can't we ever take a night off?
Okay.
Well, speaking for myself, right? The other guys, they always be like, nah, nobody gonna pod and I ain't gonna show up. You know?
Oh, got it.
Yeah. But me, no, I've been around here, chilling, going back and forth. Yeah.
Okay.
Last Wednesday we actually had a situation where my wife went to the gym and she actually tore her MCL.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So
You feel okay?
Yeah.
I mean she's okay. She will have to get surgery.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so it's gonna be crazy. She had tore her ACL on her other knee when she was in school playing soccer.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, she was just thinking about like the pain and like the recuperation and all that stuff. Even though it's not the ACL, but still, it's still major.
Right.
Yeah.
Out for a while.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Jimmy says, "Cab, I said I'd pod," and Jay said he was going to sleep. That must have been the other Wednesday because I was tired. So
He said 2 weeks in a row.
2 weeks in a row I went to sleep. That's funny. But yeah, that's what happened last Wednesday, which is why we couldn't pod. Well, I couldn't pod. So but yeah, other than that, that's it. Touching back on the Florida stuff. Did you guys see like how serious like this one is supposed to be, like Milton?
Yeah. Obviously I've been seeing it. But I've seen people from Florida posting and they're like saying like we're okay so far. Ask about us after the hurricane passes.
Right.
That sort of thing. And they're saying like, don't do too much fear mongering with the news. They're like, our people kind of have it under control and things like that. So I'm praying that the joint is like a category 1 by the time it gets on land.
Yeah, it's dropped to 3.
Okay. That's better.
It's better. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I mean, compared to like the North Carolina ones or whatever, like they were saying like the surge for this one was gonna be like 16 feet. The water surge, so that's pretty gnarly. Like basically the whole city's gonna be on the water. You know.
Dang.
I have here a live feed of Tampa. I actually got to refresh. Let's see.
Oh wow.
So you can kind of see. The street is basically covered. Yeah, the streets are basically covered. I don't know how many feet that might be, but I don't think you'd want to be in that regardless.
Right.
And I've been seeing some TikToks. People are actually just staying in their house while the water is flooding, and I just think it's crazy. But yeah, what else are you gonna do?
Evacuate.
Some people couldn't.
Yeah.
Well, they were saying they're running out of gas, and then the traffic was crazy.
Should have bought an
so they
EV.
weren't able to. Or some people also, until the EV runs out, you got to stop and charge it.
At least you are able to.
True.
Yeah.
But some people also like they have health problems or they have different things that they can't take.
No money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
No, definitely. There was that one TikTok or Instagram post of this woman. She was like, "You guys got evacuation money, to hand out, because it'll get expensive, to move or gas and hotels or whatever."
For real.
So.
Jay is always said, buy a Tesla. Jay, right? That's Jay's solution to everything. You should have had a Tesla.
I don't know. Everybody complains. Oh, they don't want to get it because gas is faster. But look where we are now. No gas. Meanwhile, electricity is still flowing.
I seen somebody's Tesla blowing up in their garage when the water
Oh
touched it.
yeah, yeah. That's
I was like, bruh.
Yeah, that's bad. That's definitely
But
bad.
also though, like if there's a power outage and your car runs out of electricity, what are you supposed to do?
Right.
Same thing if there's no gas and you can't get gas because there's no electricity.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. Like it's the same thing. Because the people in North Carolina lost their power for like over a week. That's crazy times. And it's freaking hot too with the hurricane. Whenever there's a hurricane, it's so hot. But anyway, J2 the Santos said, "Your evacuation, what's that? LOL." I think J2 the Santos is in Tampa. He said,
really?
"Evacuation, what's that?"
Yeah,
buy his kayak.
He said, "Buy his kayak."
It's kind of crazy, right? Because Florida is known for hurricanes, so it's like you figure these people are already prepared and can expect the worst, right? Obviously, there's only so much you could do, right? There's water coming into your house, but I feel like they're more prepared than, let's say, if that happens in New York or even Cali, right? Because people wouldn't know what to do.
I know, and Florida's so flat too,
right?
Yeah, and they got water everywhere, crocodiles.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, all my Florida people out there, we are praying for you
for sure,
for wisdom, protection, strength, all the things.
Word. I saw a lot of CHH rappers saying that. Well, I saw one, which is Dayton. He said they're not evacuated; they're gonna chill at the house. So, and then you saw other people like KB were like, offering resources to evacuate. I'm not sure if he particularly evacuated, but there's that. So,
oh wow.
Jimmy says, "Is NC prepared for a hurricane?" I don't know. I guess not, compared to what happened.
JSLA, why don't you hop on the show and tell us about that hurricane and what's going on?
Exactly. Use your phone. Did you guys see that post that said that it's kind of odd for hurricanes to start where Milton started?
I didn't.
Okay, yeah. So there was a post that was going around. It was like, well, what's going on? Why is this hurricane starting there where normally hurricanes start somewhere else? And people were like, conspiracy theorists were saying, oh, this is probably like HARP or the government, creating the storm or whatever. LNF, if you know. See? So, I mean, I don't know. I'm not a hurricane expert, but on Twitter, they were saying that there have been certain hurricanes that have started in that same region where this one started. So it's not like
unheard of.
Yeah. It's not so uncommon. So
wasn't there something going around like some patents from the government starting like the storms and stuff?
There was something about that. I forgot.
Yeah, there is.
I thought I saw something like
that was like a while ago.
No, I saw.
You saw one recent. Oh,
I saw, but maybe it was the same one. They're just circulating again or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
right.
It's been said that like, for example, Dubai, like they have purposely started like getting rain clouds or whatever, so they can.
They do that here too. They did that here in California. It was a cloud seeding program.
There you go.
And it's like you can look it up. It's like literally like there's news reports and things on it. Like they do cloud seeding, where they do some sort of like chemicals in the air that like releases the rain or something. But so it is like a thing. I hope people don't just think that we're like completely crazy. Like it's just not far out of the realm of possibilities. Like the military does do stuff like that. So we're just wondering, just have some questions.
Exactly. And then there's another storm that's supposed to hit Florida as well, not long after this one. So
oh wow.
They're getting battered over there. But yeah. Anyway, what's on the docket for today?
Did you guys see Nicki Minaj's
the Barb? We're gonna hear from the Barb.
Nah, I don't.
Number one stan.
No, I didn't, but enlighten us.
So I seen on like I think it was yesterday actually, I seen a bunch of TikToks of Safari, just small clips of Safari, which is Nicki Minaj's ex, going to her concert, her Gag City tour. And I was like, what the heck? So then I go to his page and he did a whole vlog about going to her tour. And I mean, I guess my question would be, one of my questions to you guys is, how would you guys feel if your ex, they were together for like 10 years. So if your ex came to your show and you were like already married, settled down, have a baby, like how would you guys feel if they're like front and center?
Irritated. I wouldn't show it or say anything, but internally I'd be really irritated.
Would you like, so you wouldn't do anything to like contact him and be like, why are you on my
No.
show? Okay, so you wouldn't even reach out. You would just,
No.
would you
But
sub?
how would you even know that he's
No.
there? Unless he told you, or you still in communication with him.
No. You have to know that he's there.
So with
Okay.
well
She
with
had to
Nikki
know.
in particular, because she was with him for so long, the fans know who he is. So a lot of people were taking pictures with him, pointing him out, like that sort of thing. So she probably had an idea that he was there.
Right. For sure.
Yeah.
Because she's very active like on Twitter and Instagram. People were probably tagging her, tweeting about it, like all this stuff for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
And his vlog was very like nicely edited and stuff.
It
It was a good vlog.
He
Like
took his
yeah,
time.
it was a good vlog. Like whoever his editors are and stuff, like they did a really good job in that vlog. But like it was funny and stuff. But yeah, I'd be irritated.
Was
Jay,
he
what
in the?
about you?
Oh well, before I answer that, was he in
Okay.
the video like enjoying the concert or?
Yeah, he like
Yeah.
knew word
Yeah,
for
word for
word
word.
of all of these
Well,
songs.
I'm
like,
sure he does. Yeah. And he went by
Yeah.
himself.
With his
with
security.
his security,
Oh,
like
okay.
bodyguards. He has bodyguards.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
fun fact, not so fun fact, he actually got his chain snatched while he was roaming the streets of New York. And so ever since then, and that was like 3 or 4 years ago, ever since then he got bodyguards. So
Wow.
yeah.
That sounds like a regular day in New York.
I mean,
Like,
I was
would
gonna
he
say
do
that.
Why would he do that?
I'm just kidding, but
Yeah, I don't know. But my milkshake bring all my exes to the yard. Right? That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I feel like should I feel flattered or like concerned?
So I didn't know the backstory of their relationship. I was asking my twin before we got on the show, but she was saying that like the reason that they're not together anymore is because he cheated on her a bunch of times. And like they didn't end on good terms. So like a lot of Nikki's fans don't really like him.
Yeah.
And that she has like songs about him and all sorts of stuff. But they were together from when she was like 15 until she was like 25. So that's like a long time. Those are like formative years.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, with knowing all that, like why would your ex show up at your show? Like what are you trying to do? That's why I would be irritated. Because I just feel like, what are you trying to do? Get attention?
To be fair, in his vlog, he does explain like, I just want everybody to know like I'm not a hater. Like I really enjoy her, music, and I'm very proud is what he was saying. And again, I really do think that those were such pivotal moments in her life. Like he knew her when she wasn't famous and then when she was. And Lost and Found is saying my ex ghostwriter is welcome to every show. And I just disagree. Like he probably added, attributed some lyrics, but like he definitely played a big part. And she said this in like her earlier interviews that he was he helped her choose a lot of her beats. So I think that she really does give him props there as far as like, choosing her music and this is what's hot right now, like stuff like that. So like he definitely helped her with that stuff. But yeah, I mean, she like Bree was saying that we were talking about it earlier. She does have like a lot of songs or music that she talks about like their toxic relationship, and she doesn't just blame it on him. She blames it on both of them. She takes accountability for like it being toxic on her end as well. So I don't know. It's kind of sad, but at the same time, like if he if he messed up and wasn't trying to like commit and do all the things that she expected of you, and she's moved on, like why are you
trying to pop up?
Yeah,
That's how I feel. I would feel annoyed. I would. Again, I wouldn't say anything or do it, but internally I'd be like, why the frick are you here?
Yeah, that's crazy. I would probably laugh about it.
I would too, but I'd be like, don't do that. Like, move on. You can you could be a fan. Go be a fan in private though. You don't need to be coming to the show.
Dang. What about you, Jay? How'd you
I
feel
would,
if your ex popped
I
up?
would be like, yo, thank you for the support.
Right? He bought her merch. He bought her tickets.
and then he brought other guests too. Like it wasn't just him.
His
His bodyguards. Yeah, right.
It don't matter.
Feel
He
like
had to
it's
pay to
too
get him in,
late.
right?
That's fine, but I just feel like
But-
it's too late. Don't be popping up. What are you popping up for?
No, but
You trying to pay to get some attention? That's what you're trying to do.
Oh, for sure.
You
for
know?
sure.
I mean, he made a video out of it.
Yeah,
right.
Clout
That's what I'm
chasing.
saying. He's
Yeah.
That's why I would be irritated. But
Yeah, but no, I'll just be like, thanks for coming. How's everything? Good. All right.
Dang.
Keep it moving. Yeah.
I probably wouldn't interact, but I definitely would be like, well, thank you for money still.
Again, assuming that I know that he's going to be there, not after the fact that he's there, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't see anything really wrong with that.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know. It's a very weird, I don't know, very weird situation.
it is. JSLA said I heard Safari on The Breakfast Club, and he's no mixtape Nicki.
Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. Have you seen that clip?
No. It's bad.
It's bad.
Oh, dang.
It's so bad. Oh my gosh. I need Jay needs to pull that up because that's freaking funny as heck.
What should I search?
The Breakfast Club Safari rap.
Okay,
It's like super. Let me see if I could pull it up.
He says Charlemagne voice. That's not it. Why Charlemagne told him that?
Safari. Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Share it. Telegram.
And also, I had asked my twin too, why is Safari famous? And I'm like, is it just because of her? And she said yes.
Okay, it's only 58 seconds, and I put it in the chat.
Okay, I got it.
That's hilarious.
Oh, this is 6 years ago.
Yeah, it was 6
Oh,
years ago.
goodness.
It's old.
Let's-
That's not it.
He's silly though, right?
He's
Safari.
yeah, he is. He's very silly.
Okay. All right, ready?
Yeah. Hopefully we could hear it.
Please hold.
Back in the day, they try to.
Oh, that's what it was giving?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
for sure.
Oh, I'm over here playing it. Hold on.
That's so funny. Oops.
I didn't even put it on the thing. Hold on. All right. Here we go.
Okay.
I'm feeling lyrical and biblical, sitting up on my pedestal. No matter how you see it, I'm the pinnacle. It's pitiful. You an imbecile. If you try to make it physical, you end up critical. Huh, huh. Think it's subliminal, nigga. You not no criminal. Stereotypical. Don't see me, I'm invisible. Okay, I'm switching up the pattern. Stamina spasm. Combative, I'm a really flattened, violent assassin. Got God on my side. Christ with a passion. A bunch of mad ex-bitches. Fatal attraction. Feeding y'all bullshit. That's a distraction. Rip it on any beat. That's an adaptation. I'm running out of breath. I'm bringing it back in. Need my money up front. Don't deal with a back end. Your pockets on a diet, nigga. I'm calling you Atkins.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
Listen, man. Fur coat, volume 1, November 20th. Charlemagne.
You was too aggressive, man. You too hype.
No, because, man, that was a diss track to you. That's why.
You too aggressive.
You got me hyped.
I was
you
just so
so
hyper, man.
If you listen to him and you listen to him, you guys kind of rap the same.
You love saying that. We do not rap the same.
That's crazy.
You love saying that. We don't rap the same.
Not that breaking down his whole freestyle.
That's hilarious.
That's crazy.
Wait, he put an album out?
Oh yeah, I think
Stop
he does have
it.
an album. It's not.
Oh my goodness. See, that's why I would be irritated. Like, how much attention do you need?
A lot.
That's crazy.
I know.
Viral.
Yeah. Pretty much. That's crazy. But anyway, yeah.
It
I don't know
is.
how I would feel. I feel like I would be like, well, you're never gonna get the chance to talk to me like I'm a
He
piece
said,
of
right.
ever again.
He said, tell Nikki to spit the same verse. Only difference is the delivery. But the delivery is like half the rap a lot of the time. If you don't have like the delivery for it, so that could like make or break it for real.
Yeah. But anyway, that was it. I just think that
Okay.
was crazy.
Are you a Nikki fan?
Pull up in Sri Lanka. What?
That's
Like,
what
girl,
he
you
said.
was
Am
all
I
the
a
way
Nikki
wrong.
fan?
Loud and wrong.
Right. Joe Boss Radio said that was hilarious. That was
It
hilarious.
was hilarious. Moving on. Did you guys see the Jay-Z and Beyonce serving Pierce Morgan the cease and desist on his, is it called Uncensored podcast?
That's what
is it
he
a
said.
podcast
I don't know if it's a
show or something.
yeah. I'm guessing it's a podcast.
Is it about the Diddy situation?
Yeah, basically, Pierce Morgan had Jaguar, right? We talked about her a few weeks ago. He had her on the show, and obviously she was talking about Jay-Z and all of that Diddy stuff. And I guess they sent him a cease and desist about it. So they had to like edit some of the interview or whatever. And Pierce Morgan was basically saying like, we're the uncensored podcast or show or whatever, but we're having to like due to like legal reasons now we have to like, you know, edit it or whatever, censor. And I just think that's kind of crazy, but it's like, I don't know, I feel ways about it. I feel like,
does that make it seem a little suspicious and like maybe a little bit guilty on their side? Yeah, Brique says yes. Okay.
I think it does.
elaborate.
They always do stuff like this. Well,
Yeah.
Jay-Z and Beyonce, I feel like they try to always keep things quiet.
Okay, yeah.
And it's kind of, to me, that's I mean, it could go either way. Like,
Yeah.
you either guilty or you're not. But I think it looks suspicious to me that, like, you never come out and actually, like, say anything to clear these allegations and stuff, you know?
Mhm.
You try to just, like, quiet. Like, why would you just try to silence it? I don't know.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I feel the same way about the Kardashian family. I feel like they do that a lot too.
Ooh.
Like they don't like publicly address things. They'll literally just be like, oh, I gotta cease and desist. But a lot of people on TikTok are like, I don't care though, because I'm still like within my legal rights to like freedom of speech and say what I want to say. And if I'm saying allegedly, like that's negates like that I'm saying that they are actually this or this is actually happening or whatever, you know? So but obviously Pierce Morgan is a way bigger platform, so I do think that sucks. Like it's unfortunate, but yeah, I do feel like there's this some form of admission of guilt somewhere.
Well, also with Jaguar, right, particularly, why has she not been sued for defamation at this point from all the things that she's been saying?
Right. Lost and Found said Jag has mentioned Jay and Hip Hop Podcast for years. Now it hits a multinational platform and you finally address her. Exactly. Like that's just, I don't know. And also I
What
seen
if that was just the last straw? Like, okay, I'm tired of this person. Let me do
Well,
a cease and desist.
Well, recently I saw an article that Jay-Z and Beyonce, again, I don't know, this is all alleged.
Oh
But
man,
that
now we're gonna get hit with another cease and desist.
the whole J. Cole She Knows, it's like not available on TikTok anymore because people were using that soundbite to basically be like, you know, POV, you know, Jay-Z, you know, killed blah, 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 or whatever. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. Unalived all these people or whatever to get, you know, Beyonce to the top type stuff. And they were using the soundbite. She knows, you know? So now it's like not available on TikTok. And people were like, doing like, alleging that that's why. And I mean, I just feel like there's a lot, people are always like saying different things, making up stuff or whatever, but at the same time I wouldn't put it past them because like you said, they always do stuff like that and I don't like that. Like, yeah, I don't know. Thoughts, concerns?
I just think that when like in the law world and then us like normal people when we hear cease and desist or somebody's getting investigated or whatever, like it automatically feels like they're guilty, right? Versus like, we have a, innocence of proven guilty. And then when things come out that, okay, this person was actually innocent, we don't hear that part anymore. So
Right.
I get
That's
what you're
valid.
yeah, I get what you're saying, that okay, they kind of shady stuff happens, with them. But I also think like they have every right to, if they want to stop something, or if they're tired of somebody saying something that may or may not be true, like you should stop, from it spreading. Now the whole thing with J. Cole's song and that little snippet, like I mean, that gets kind of like, all right, that's a little weird.
Yeah. I don't think there would be a problem with it if they stopped it right when it started. But again, like Lost and Found said, she's been talking for years. There's like years, like at least 10.
Sure, but maybe there's just a point where it's like, okay, I've had enough.
Or maybe stuff is hitting the fan now, and now you really are like, oh,
Sure.
wow, Pierce Morgan.
Sure.
Okay, we really need to stop this now. I don't know. I just think that it's crazy. And Lost and Found also said, he commented, Jay moved Maya and Amory out the way for Beat. A lot of people, Carrie Hilson, they blackballed or whatever. Like, there's so many like black artists. When you're talking about black excellence and stuff, I don't view that as black excellence. You blackballing all these people, you are like, there's, again, it's all alleged, but if multiple artists are coming out with these interviews saying, I can't name this name, but Rockefeller, like we know who you're talking about, or just different stuff like that. Who killed Big L? Hashtag. I don't know what that is, but yeah, I just feel like, I don't know, because there was also this clip recirculating the Joe Budden podcast they did like a few months ago. I sent some clips to her. I don't know if she remembers, but they were basically comparing Taylor Swift and Beyonce. And Joe was basically saying like, I hate that they always have to create like a white version of like a black artist that we have type thing that's like big and prominent and all this stuff. And like he was like naming people or whatever. And there's no argument that Beyonce is like a workaholic. Like she's, she definitely has worked her butt off to get to where she's at, to be as great as she is, as far as like performing, dancing, singing. Like it's amazing. Like I really do like I am a fan, I feel like, of her like as a performer and stuff like that.
However,
when there's so many stories about other artists that were coming up around the same time that are coming out, years later saying that they were blackballed, or that they their sound was being snatched, or they couldn't put out albums because yours was coming out, and all of these little things that were preventing them from becoming a star, or basically they were like weeding out the competition. I don't know, it feels like there's like it's a bad taste in my mouth against them, but
sure.
So I feel like it's hard for people to like separate that the music part and then the business side of it. So like I do understand, like, as a business you want to be the best and you want to like kill the competition and all this stuff, but when you literally do
you literally killing the competition.
No proof, but
Allegedly.
all these artists are saying similar stories. It just, I don't know.
Right, but everything's alleged and a rumor until it's not.
Right, that's
which
true.
is, I think, like what's happening with Diddy.
Yeah.
It was all just stories, right?
Yeah.
It was all just, rumors. Everybody knows, but, we don't know for sure. And now that it's like actually out there, I do think that does have to do with the motivation behind why Jay-Z and Beyonce may have put out a cease and desist now.
Yeah.
Whereas before it was like, it's just rumors,
Right,
nobody's
right.
actually
seeing anything.
Yeah. But now that it's coming out, it's just the timing is a little suspicious, I think.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I can see that. I was gonna say, because how you mentioned the part of um, artists sometimes, they get their album pushed because they want somebody else's or whatever. I don't know if you guys saw, well, particularly TikTok, right? Mike Posner, the Took a Bill and Ibiza guy. He had a
Mhm.
podcast. He was on a
And
podcast.
you think you're colder than me.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's
that.
it.
he has a
And
podcast.
I didn't know that, but
no,
that's
he
cool.
he was being interviewed
On
by
one.
other
Oh.
podcasts.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
And he was mentioning similar to that where he had the hit of Ibiza, right? And the one that Brique was just singing.
Oh.
And when he was ready to drop an album, they pushed him aside, right? And he wasn't able to blow up the way they promised him or whatever the case is. But he
Yeah.
made songs for other artists which blew up, right? He
Yeah.
mentioned Maroon 5 with Cardi B. I forgot the name of that song. Some Justin Bieber tracks as well that went viral. So he was just kind of saying how he was being used really for a lot of his songs that he was,
Mhm.
for himself, but then the label was like, okay, we need this or for such and such or whatever, and then shoved them to the side. So I don't think, with like Rockefeller or anybody else, like that's not uncommon, and you guys
Right. For sure. For sure. Like, yeah, there's definitely like that really is how like the industry operates. The major music labels, they definitely shell out a lot of money for their like prime artists and stuff
Top
like
tier,
that.
yeah.
And they do try to, I believe they do try to sign artists that are maybe in the similar lane and then shelf their albums so they can't put anything out. You know what I mean? Like it's just really unfair, and obviously like it's up to the person to sign a deal. And I do think, Lost and Found, I'm gonna forever be with you with the whole hashtag free Tory Lanez till it's backwards, because they wanted to sign him and he didn't want to. He wanted to remain independent, and I really think that ever since then they was trying to get him back and trying to like destroy him.
Oh wow.
And stuff like that. So, I just not far-fetched all of these things.
Sure.
Just makes me angry, but it's also scary. I'm sure for like these artists to like share their similar stories, because these are like this is a powerful machine, at the end of the day. Like they don't have millions and millions of money or of dollars to waste if they wanted to take them to court. There's so many stories, similar stories, I should say, alleged stories. There was one guy like last year wanting to sue Kim Kardashian because he was saying that he was like the designer or something of that app, the Kimoji app thingy, and she basically was holding him in court, holding him hostage, and he was basically spending so much money that he didn't have any more to fight. And I'm just like, that's really what they do. Not to say that she did that, because I don't know. That's alleged. But I wouldn't put it past people that do like same thing with big corporations eating up these small businesses. They literally do the same thing. So it's just like, I wouldn't put it past, these celebrities doing the same things to these like smaller individuals or smaller businesses or whatever. I don't know.
Sure.
It's crazy.
Sure. Indeed.
Even bigger artists though, like my late husband Michael Jackson, shout out to him.
Talk about it.
But he literally owned 50% of Sony's catalog with the ATV music that he had, and they wanted it back from him so bad. The former VP of Sony, Corey Rooney, admitted that they purposely tanked his Invincible album, like intentionally. And that's when he went on his smear campaign. That's when he went on his campaign and was talking about Tommy Mottola and the different labels and stuff like that. And then the fact that he was addicted to pills didn't help his case. Like he really wasn't able to help his case. Then all of these allegations came, and it's just like, it's sad. It's sad what they put him through because they wanted that catalog back so bad. They were also holding up his royalties. They weren't giving him his money. So, and then Sony was able to acquire it in 2017, which was 8 years after his death. And I believe they bought it for like $700 million. And this was a catalog that had Elvis, the Beatles, the James Bond theme, different, like a whole bunch of music. Any music that was added to ATV's catalog was to Sony ATV, that was signed to Sony ATV, like Beyonce, Eminem were in this catalog. $700 million is crazy
That's
for
nothing.
half of that entire
That's
catalog.
crazy.
So I don't know. I'm just
They
saying.
were big mad.
No, they were. I mean, and that's, I mean, I don't want to get it. I mean, I don't want to
Right.
completely go into it, but like even Kanye has talked about it. Like
Literally.
when there's the biggest, when they're at their biggest, they're billionaires. It's like if they could do this to them where like he can't even get access to his bank accounts.
Right.
Like what can they do to you?
Right.
You
Exactly.
know, or even these smaller artists. Like what else can they do?
I mean, Nicki Minaj talks about it all the time too.
Dang.
Her having to fight with these machines, even though she's a machine too, like in her own right. But that's crazy. It's just really crazy.
Yikes.
But when they can't control you, that's when they big mad.
And yeah.
So I don't know, man. It's crazy.
Yikes. JSLA said Watson Vantas don't play. You're an idiot. No way said Jimmy and Switch got blackballed. No, they're just backsliding. No, I just pray for them. LNF says Switch is living in Montana under the name Once. That's funny.
That's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, I think that's everything for today's today's show.
Today's short.
Unless you got something else, any secret topics?
No. All right. I feel like the news hasn't really been that crazy, like
because it's been like the hurricane, the election.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of the election.
Me too.
But you know,
I
whatever.
just want it to be over.
It's almost over. We're almost there. Less than a month.
Jesus.
Exactly.
Take the wheel.
And then probably another month of counting.
Jesus.
So he like
listen, whoever wins, y'all better get right with God regardless.
Amen. That's facts.
He's gonna be
that's facts.
At the end of the day, he's your provider, he's your protector, your defender. Like they can't Kamala not gonna come to your house. Trump is not gonna come to your house.
Facts.
Like and protect you and give you, hey, here's a check for $1 million. No, sweetheart.
Facts.
Anyway, that's it. Now we're really done, Jay.
Unless you have anything to say, Jay.
No, the only thing is the word of the day, which is 1 Kings chapter 10 verse 9 says, praise be the Lord your God, who has delighted in you and placed you on the throne of Israel because of the Lord's eternal love for Israel. He has made you king to maintain justice and righteousness. 1 Kings 10:9. So
amen.
We appreciate everybody. If you haven't already, leave a comment right after this video goes live.
Give it a thumbs up.
And give it a thumbs up. Yes, exactly. And share with a friend. And hopefully we will see you next week. Hopefully we have a full house as well. So we appreciate everybody tuning in and watching. Yes. Have a great week and we'll talk soon. Peace.